Hello friends, happy Saturday. Welcome to Bailey's and Tea Saturday. It's December the 17th, 2022. Can you believe Christmas is in a week? Are you guys ready? You let me know in the comments as you hop on. I'm just gonna get you up on my feed here so that we can chitty chat. And yeah, so I was down here about a half an hour ago trying to get everything ready for this morning. I did have a plan and then I had to change it because I didn't have time this week to get that plan ready to go. So I'm just gonna get that stand thing out of the frame. So I've come up with a different plan, and I had a lot of requests for the boxes that I showed last week. So I'm going to do a quick tutorial on that one that holds the soap dispenser, so that you have that in your arsenal to make some gifts if you're sort of last minute scrambling like I am. What else? And then I'll show you a couple upcoming things. A kit that's just been released, the new paper pumpkin kit, which I have posted all the details on my page. You'll find it at the top. And then our retreat that Glenda and I are doing in January on the 28th. Deadline for that for early birds for some little extra bonuses from us is coming up on December 22nd. So if you haven't signed up, let myself or Glenda know. All the details are posted to the very top of my Facebook page, and then you'll also find information on Glenda's as well. In my classroom is her Facebook handle, and you can find the Google form. You just fill it out and then everything comes to us, and then we'll be in contact with you to get all the final details settled out. Good morning, Rhonda. Good morning, Glenda. So yeah, that's what's going on. So as I said in the beginning, before you guys hopped on, I hope you're ready for Christmas. It is a week away. Can you believe it? So where does the time go, right? I'm starting to slow down, but not really. So I have to get through Christmas, and then it's totally slows right down for me. So I don't have anything else to tell you face to face, so I'm going to flip you around, and like I said, we're going to do a quick tutorial because I had a lot of interest in that little boxes that I showed last week. And we'll do a quick tutorial on that, and then I'm going to show you a fun little gift card pop-up sort of deal. It's kind of secret because I haven't finished the inside of mine, so we're going to do it together. But if it's a last minute thing that you need, that you haven't gotten gifts, this is a great way to stick a gift card in a fun card, and you'll be able to gift that, and it'll still be fun and really, really cool. So I'll flip you around. If you get dizzy, look away for a moment, and I'll slap you into the holder, and I'll let you know as soon as you're ready. All right, here we go. Oh, you get to look at my ceiling for a moment if you didn't look away. And I should probably clean off the lens so you see everything nice and clear. There we go. Okay, we're locked and loaded. You can look back. So quickly, we have Key to My Heart is the new paper pumpkin kit. It's really hard to read because it's in pinks and yellows, but all the details are listed at the top of my Facebook page, as I said, or you can contact me and I'll send them to you directly. And it also comes with an add-on of cute little boxes. So this is more Valentine's-y sort of related, but it's still super cute. Actually, it does come up pretty good on the screen. It's just in real life, it's hard to read. And then we've got the Love Treat Kit. So they're like little envelopes. I don't know, I'll try and get it in the right spot here where the camera catches it. As you can see there, they're like little treat boxes. They're similar to our envelope boxes that we had in our mini catalog that just is going to retire. And they've kind of got like a silver stripe on them, it looks like. The picture is super hard to read. But yeah, they're super cute. So that's a kit that's available now. So you can get that now and be ready for Valentine's Day if you've got kids or grandkids or anything like that. They go to school. Those make great little treats that they can give away to the teacher and whatnot. So let's jump into this fun box that I showed you last week that holds the Bath & Body Works soap. So I'll do a quick tutorial on that, and then I'll jump into the gift card holder one. So it might be a little longer show today, but that's okay because we're going to break for Christmas and I won't see you for a couple weeks. So this is really, really cool. So let's jump in and do that. So you are going to need, I've kind of got everything all measured out here. You're going to need a piece of cardstock in whatever color you want to match your designer series paper. 8 1/4 inches by 9 3/4 inches. Okay. And then we're going to take our scoring and we are going to also slide out the arm. And I've already pre-scored this, but I'm going to do it with you so that you understand what we're up to. Okay, so on the 9 3/4 side, so that's your longer side, we are going to score it at, hang on, let me flip it around because I've already got my score marks there. We're going to score it at 2, 4 5/8, and these are all in inches. 6 5/8, so right there. Oh, mine's off a little bit, but there we go. 6 5/8, so that's 2, 4 5/8, 6 5/8, and then 9 1/4. All right, so we've done that. Then we're going to turn it along our 8 1/4 side, and we are going to, oops, I've turned it the wrong way. I've scored it differently. And then we're going to score at, no, I did it right. Never mind me. Turn it, so you've left here. You're going to turn it this way, and you're going to score it at 2. Does that make sense? So we finished off this way at our 9 1/4 inch score mark, which is right here. We flipped it this way, slid it to 2, and scored it at 2. So if I hold it sort of up here, let's let the camera catch up. We've got, and I've just labeled mine just so I know because I've already pre-scored. So that's our 2 inch. So our 9 1/4 inch, our 6 5/8, our 4 5/8, and then our 2 inch. All right, so that's our lid piece. And then we are going to do our box base. Is that all making sense to you guys? You give me the thumbs up. Okay, so our box base is going to be 8 1/4 inches by 10 inches. Okay, so 8 1/4 by 10. So on the 10 inch side, you are going to score at, these ones are a little weird. You're going to score at 2 1/16. All right. 4 3/4. That one's easy. 6 13/16. Did you get that? 6 13/16 of an inch. That was a bit confusing. And then 9 1/2. Okay, so we've ended off on our 9 1/2. Okay, and then we're going to rotate it on our 8 1/4 inch side, and we're going to score at 2 1/16. Okay, that makes sense? Thumbs up, everybody. And I'll kind of hold it here so you can see. So we've got a score mark at 9 1/4. Oh, sorry, 9 1/2. I apologize, I'm reading the wrong numbers there. 9 1/2, 6 13/16, 4 3/4, 2 1/16. Then you're going to rotate it, and you're going to have a score at 2 1/16. All right, all making sense? Kind of, sort of. And then you're going to need, so we'll get this out of the way. You're going to need some designer series paper. So I've chosen the flowering floret because it's retiring, and I've got a bunch of it. You're going to need 2 pieces at 6 inches by 2 1/2. And you're going to need 2 pieces at 6 inches and 1 7/8. And this tutorial I did get from thepaperpixie.com. So she's got all the instructions there. If my video doesn't make sense, that's another reference for you to go and check out. So we'll just put those aside, because now we are going to come back in and we are going to clip make our little box tutorial here. So I've got a template going. So on our little 1/2 inch side here, we're just going to bring it in on the corner so that it sits in nice and easy when we tape it down. Just creates a little bulk out of the corner, or removes a bit of bulk out of the corner and makes it nice and easy for you. So on your bottom 2.5 inch, I think it was 2 inch or 2.5 inch, 2 16ths bottom side. So we're working on our base here. We're going to clip up all of these little lines. Hopefully this is making sense. If I'm going too quickly, let me know. If it's not making sense, let me know and I'll repeat. We're going to take out that corner piece, and these smaller edges, we're just going to clip those in so that they don't have a bunch of bulk. Okay, makes sense. And you're going to do the same on this one here too. So you're going to end up with something that looks like this. Let me get that in screen there. So we've clipped off these corners, we've slipped up, and then we've just taken in and angled those corners. So that is your box base. And then for your top, I'll just flip that over there so it's not confusing. We've got same sort of thing, it's just a bit smaller, right? So we're going to come in and we're going to take out this corner as well. So it's almost identical to what you just did on the base, because this one is just a bit smaller and fits inside that base. Okay, and then we've got our larger section, our smaller section, and same here, large and small. Okay, so you're just clipping up to your line there. You take out a bit of the bulk on both of those little ones, and then I've already pre-done, well here, I'll just flip it over so it makes sense. So you've got basically this left over. You've got it looking almost exactly to your base, right? So we've got this, I've already pre-embossed to make it pretty. So you've kind of got those two things going on here. I don't know if the camera will. So that's your base, that's your lid. So I've gone ahead and I've just decorated for my lid, because you can see on this one it's plain, and I thought, oh, it'd be fun to kind of emboss it and decorate it up a bit. So I've gone ahead and done that. So what we're going to do is quickly assemble this box, and it is so easy. Literally, these will take you seconds to do. So on your little flap here, you're going to want to put some tear tape on both of your pieces. Okay. And then you're going to want to just pre-bend and burnish if you want. You don't have to. They bend actually pretty good. But you can burnish them if you want them really, really crisp. And then basically all we're going to do is we're going to pull off this tear and tape strip. If I can get my finger under it. And we're just going to line this up and secure it down. So you can kind of stick your hand right inside there and just make sure that's pressed down well. And then we're going to build our bottom here. So we're going to tuck the smaller pieces in on each other, and then we're just going to overlap these two. Just make sure that they're square and looking good. And then I'm just going to take a little bit of tear tape along that edge, and you could do the whole thing if you wanted to. It's totally your decision. This tear tape secures pretty darn good, so you know, a little bit goes a long way. So just line that up and then just secure that down, just like that. Then you've got your base. Okay, and we're going to do the exact same thing to the lid. So is that all making sense to everybody? It's a pretty easy box, eh? I like it. I'm glad I found this tutorial, because I do have a lot of these soaps that I can gift to neighbors and whatnot. Morning, Barb. Okay. So who's got some last minute shopping to do? I gotta go get some stocking stuffers today. I know, I'm crazy. I'm gonna go to the mall a week before Christmas and subject myself to that insanity. So we're gonna do the same thing, just put those down. Now I kind of designed this as my top, so you don't have to emboss all of it. As you saw, that I didn't go all the way up. I only went all the way up on the one because I intended that to be my box top lid. Okay, and so we've got, I must have a score mark that's a little bit off, but that's okay because it's embossed underneath and you'll never know that it's not perfectly square. I might have just not glued it down properly because I was looking at the screen for comments. Can't multitask, can't build a box and chat. I mean, come on. Not that talented. Okay, here we go. So you can't even notice it looks like it just blends over into each other. All right, so we've got that. And it's just going to fit in just like that. Oh, this one's short. Oh, no, because it doesn't have the soap in it. So when you have the soap in it, it sits up a bit. Oh, I'm such a goof today. When you don't, it'll go all the way down. So if you have something smaller, obviously the box is going to fit right into each other and it's going to look beautiful, right? So then we'll go ahead and we'll quickly put our paper on, and I think you guys get the idea. If you did want to add some ribbon to it, so you could wrap the ribbon around, depending on how you want to decorate it. It's totally up to you because, you know, the canvas is wide open now that you can do whatever you want. And these make great birthday gifts too, right? They're kind of like an all-season sort of gift if you did put soap in it, but you could put chocolates in it. I used to make handmade truffles. You could put those in there, like any smaller cookies, bite-sized cookies would fit good. It's kind of an adaptable little box. So we'll just go like that. And so if you wanted to add ribbon like we did on this one, basically before I put it all together and sort of I punched the holes, but you can do it still now. It's not that you've been left with nothing to be able to punch. Just take your punch, and this is an old one. It's a horizontal slot punch, it's called. You may have it in your collection, and basically just punch that out on each side. And I just slid it down as far as it will go so that I know that it's even on both sides. And then you can slide your ribbon in and tie it up. Oops, my ribbon's come. I just fed it inside here. So you can coordinate your ribbon to whatever your gift is, your color scheme, and use up that ribbon that you have in your stash. I know we all have tons of it. Of course, as I'm trying to do this on screen, it doesn't want to feed in there. Take out the soap, baby. This is that thin seafoam ribbon that came with the Splendid Day set, and it's kind of a little bit finicky. So you just want to pull it to the side as you tuck in your lid, and then you can kind of readjust to the top of the box and tie your bow and finish off. Or you can tie it around the front of the box, or you cannot do ribbon. It's totally your choice of what you want to do, and you can just decorate the whole top. That's not a very nice bow, but you get the idea, right? And then you have a nice pretty box. I really like the embossing part to kind of decorate that top. So isn't that pretty? So that's the easy box. So now whoever requested that they needed to know how to do that, there you go. Hopefully it made sense to you. Now this is part of the card that we're going to do today. And basically it is going to have a cute, this is the one we're going to put together, but it's got a cute little shopping bag inside, which turns into a gift card holder. So it's just a belly band, simple card, and then the shopping bag is going to go on the inside. So we're going to build this card together, but I'm just going to show you the finished outside, and then we'll put it together. So this does take a little bit of finagling with your paper. So I've made some notes so that you can, I'm just getting all my little pieces here together. I have a little pile off to the side here. So it does take a little bit of measuring and a little bit of finagling, but it's super cute. and I think you're gonna love it. So let's put this together. So we've got a card base. Let's start from the beginning, and then we'll jump into our measurements for our shopping bag. Okay, so we've got card base. We've got a 4 1/4 by 11, and it's kind of like a gatefold, but sort of off just a little bit. We've scored it at 3 5/8 and 8 7/8. Okay, and then we'll just score those and burnish them. Everybody got that? Isn't the box cute, Barb? I love it. So 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 3 5/8 and 8 7/8. All right, that's our card base. Then we have a belly band in whatever color you want. I've chosen Evening Evergreen. That is 1 1/2 by 11. Do not score it or anything. We want to wrap that around afterwards and secure it so that the bag depth makes it sit properly and not weird looking. And then I've just got a circle cut out of the layering circles dies to layer on my little pieces. And then for the DSP that we need for the shopping bag, it will be, now this one's already cut, so it's not a full piece, but you want a 4 by 9 1/4. Okay, so 4 by 9 1/4. And then we are going to score it at, here's my little measurement details. We're going to score it at 1/2 inch. This is on your 9 1/4 side, okay? 1/2 inch. Nope, sorry, I went from this side. 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 4 1/4, or 4 1/2, sorry. God, I can't even read. 4 1/2, 5, 5 1/2, and 9 is your little one, okay? Then we're going to turn it in our scoreboard or on our trimmer, and we're going to score it at 1 inch and 3 1/2, which is going to give us this little thing. And you want your 1 inch is going to be the top of your bag. Okay. So then we come in and we want to fold it all up. And so your bag in the middle, it's going to have like a little mountain and valley, right? And it's also going to have a little mountain and valley over here. So I'm going to flip this over so you can kind of see. It's really hard on this paper, but hopefully the camera will pick it up. So we've kind of got it all folded up, right? I'll hold it this way too so you can see. These are our top flaps of our bag. And we've got our mountains and valleys. Okay. Then I've put some tear tape on the bottom here, and that's going to secure it to the inside of our card. And then I've put a little bit of tape here on this little edge so that we can secure our bag. So that's what we're going to do in a moment. I'm going to show you a trick for punching your holes to put your trim in. So if you put a bulky trim like this, it may be a little bit bulky on the inside of the card. So that's why we're wrapping our belly band afterwards so that we can accommodate for that bulk. You can also use just a thin ribbon like we've used even on the box here, that seam binding or that crinkle seam binding in the white, or whatever coordinates with your designer series paper that you've chosen. And it may sit a little bit thinner, so you may be able to wrap that belly band a little bit tighter. So does that make sense, everybody? Give me the thumbs up. If not, I'll just continue. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to remove this tape. And I'll just leave those directions there for a minute in case you want to screenshot it or anything like that. And we're going to kind of fold this little accordion in on itself, and this one as well, so that we can fold over our bag. So our bag is going to attach to this little thing right there. Okay, so it's going to continue that little accordion. So you're going to have something that looks like that. And then we still have our open bottom. We are not going to remove that tape just yet. Okay, we're just going to leave that. So we've created a little bag. Oh, I didn't do I'll show you on this one. I didn't do the holes. I forgot. Somebody should have reminded me. Okay, so you're going to want holes, obviously, to put your ribbon in, whatever it may be. So the trick is to come in from the corner. So I've got a crocodile. You may just have a held punch. You want to come in, so make it flat. Come in from these corners and then just punch. Okay, so go right in from the corner here. Same on this side. It's easier to get right in there if you punch from your corner. If you don't have a handheld punch, you can easily just fold up your bag and stick your poker tool in to make a little hole. And then if you kind of just wiggle it around and make a little circle, or you can stick a pencil in there or something afterwards and make the hole a bit bigger for you to stick your ribbon through. But if you do have a hole punch, the easiest way to do this is to just come in from the corner. Okay? We all good? Sorry, I just need a little sip of some tea there. All right, so let's build this card. So that's our little sample one. And then, of course, you're just going to secure that down with some tear and tape, your ribbon. So you'll see my ribbons just attached through the holes, and then I ran tear and tape right across. And these little flaps are going to hide. Well, I didn't trim my ribbon quite close enough. You just want to make sure your ribbon's not sticking out the bottom there. These are going to hide your ribbon, just like a normal little gift bag would. If you look at those craft bags that you have, or bags that you've picked up to do your presents for, they have a little flap that hides where they've secured the handle. So just press that down really good to make sure that it's down over your ribbon and you've got it complete. All right, so same as we just did on this one here, we're just going to take off the tear and tape off this little corner that we have, and mine's overlapping a little bit, so I'm just going to tuck it in there so it doesn't get stuck on something else. And then we'll fold in this flap and we'll fold it together and attach. Make sure that your top is lined up on your bag a little bit better than I was doing there. And then you can just crease that down. All right, so we've got our little shopping bag. Is that not the cutest little thing you've ever seen? Right? I love it. And the beauty of it, let me just reach away here. The beauty of it is a gift card will fit right inside. And you could even probably put a little chocolate in there. I'll grab that in a moment and we'll show you. But we're going to build the card real quick here and finish it off. So this, if my directions did not make sense to you, Chris Sloger at buckeyeinklings.com is the lady that the video that I watched. So here's her information. Sorry, I had to kind of cut it off, but it's inklings.com. I watched her video and then recreated this from what she had done. So if my directions are kind of cocky-eyed, you go right ahead on over there and watch the video. But you can watch this one back and it'll all make sense. It's actually fairly easy once you do it once. So we've got some DSP that is going to go on the front just to jazz it up and to use up our DSP because we've got new stuff coming. So 4 by 9 1/4 is what you need. Or sorry, oh my goodness, I'm reading the wrong directions here. Where is, oh here, DSP for card front is 4 inches by 1, where's my other piece? There it is. 1 7/8 for this side. And then you're going to want to do 4 3/8 of an inch for this side. So that's what I've done here. Okay, so we'll just put that down. It's already got glue on the back of it. Is this not the cutest little card you've ever seen, you guys? You may have already seen it. Maybe you've already made one. I don't know. I just found it and thought, oh my goodness, that is the cutest thing ever. Okay, so we've got those down. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to attach our bag. So we're going to want to use this larger seam here And this is where we're going to take off our tape. So we haven't hopefully removed it before this. This is how it's going to stick down. Okay, so we want it really good and creased before we do this. And I'm just going to kind of hold it. We're going to line it up, kind of center it in between here, and we're going to just place it down on one side, and then we're going to close the door, as I call it. So it's going to sit like this. And then it's created your little pocket that you can stick your card in. And I'll grab a chocolate real quick to show you that the chocolates fit in there. As soon as I find them. I've cleaned up in here, you guys, and probably not a good idea. I don't know where they are. I don't know where my Gura jellies are, you guys. Oh, this is a tragedy. Oh, here, I'll just grab one of these ones. Maybe I ate them all. I don't know where they are. You can stick a little Gura jelly chocolate in there too. So those square ones and a gift card. Isn't that cute? Okay, and then I've just stamped a little inside piece, just cut out of my contour dies. And I'm just going to kind of center this on the bottom so it's not so in your face that it's got that strip of designer series paper. Oh, isn't that not adorable? And then the set that I used was the sweet gingerbread and the house dies to cut all of that out. And it's got lots of accents in it. This one's retired. I did not check this morning if it's still even available. I apologize. But it's just going to close up like that. So this is why, because mine is quite bulky when I have stuff in it. If I probably didn't have a chocolate in there, it wouldn't be so bulky, but it's actually not that bad. Just for mailing, it may be a bit of an issue. So maybe don't, if you want to mail them, make them and mail them. I would use a thinner ribbon than our lovely braided twine, just because you might get caught on that extra postage, and nobody likes that. Okay, so just take your belly band and wrap it around. It doesn't need to be super, super tight because you want to be able to slide it off, right? So you kind of want to give it that little bit of give. And then we're going to use a little bit of tear and tape to secure that. So I asked and I didn't see any answers. Is everybody ready for Christmas? Got all our shopping done? You did make one of these, Glenda? Oh, okay. Cool. I think they're so cute. So we'll just secure that down. So cute, so cute. You may be talking about something else and I just missed what we were talking about. Oh, for class. Okay, cool. You're all ready? Awesome, ladies. I think Barb's taken off on us, so she's not answering. Knowing her, Barb is my mother-in-law. Knowing her, she's not ready. So I've just stamped out a few little pieces and got all these ready to decorate. So we'll quickly just put this all together and finish up. So I've just created a little heart. There's just so many little elements in this set that can be used to decorate. I've done the top of the house with a little bit of shimmery white cardstock. I just think this is so cute. The trees are in the dies and the stamp set. And then some little lollipops to act as trees as well. And then you could put a little bow on there. You could do whatever. I've got some linen thread here. We'll just tie a little bow. Yeah, I love this little shopping basket. I'm so happy I found it. Because, you know, you got those guys in your lives. They're so hard to buy for. So a gift card is usually the way because they can just go get whatever they want themselves, right? And so this is a cute little way to decorate it up. Make it manly, of course. Not this one's a little bit kiddish, but Super cute. So I'm just gluing that down, and then I've got some rhinestones here. Oops, my tree not quite set there. Got some little rhinestones. I'm probably all over the place here with my colors, but that's okay. It's Christmas, right? It's supposed to be bright and cheery. Hang on, my rhinestone doesn't want to cooperate here. So this is the last Baileys and tea till the new year, just because Christmas Eve falls next Saturday, and then it's New Year's Eve. But I still will be present on the page. Bobby the Elf and Penelope there are still up to some shenanigans, so make sure you check that out. There we go. Is that not adorable? And then it just slides off, and you have your little gift inside. I love it. So I hope you enjoyed the little gifts that we created today, and I showed you, obviously, these ones. And that you all have a wonderful Christmas. I appreciate you all dropping in and spending time with me every Saturday. And I hope that in the new year you come back. don't forget about me in the couple weeks here. And I will have all kinds of new stuff to share with you out of the new catalogs and the celebration catalog. And there'll be all kinds of fun things going on as usual. So stick tuned into all of my socials so that you can know what's going on and see other things that I've created. There will be posts going on, I swear, for 2 weeks. And then if you want to participate in our fun retreat in January, get in contact with us, and you'll get in on those early bird extra goodies that we are giving away to those early bird quick sign up people that we love. And we can't wait to spend the day with you, and there'll be more information coming on that in the new year as well. And for those of you that I talk to and see often, I will see you over the next couple weeks. So I'm excited. So take care, everyone. Thank you for tuning in today. I really appreciate it. And I will see you soon. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Paper hugs.